This video is going to have two parts. In the first part, I will go over a few things that I think are important in the latest announcement and an update, so to speak, that BLOCKFI issued to us, the investors, and those people who had crypto in their wallet. In the second part of the video, I will go over and update you guys on a withdrawal that I started on November 11th, which is last Friday, right after the BLOCKFI's announcement that they will be stopping all withdrawals and deposits to the platform. Did my withdrawal actually go through or did it not? Stay tuned to find out. But guys, before we get started, I want to thank all of you who watched the latest video that I released about 4 days ago. It is my best performing video so far with over 6,300 views in just 4 days. Those are amazing results. I want you guys to know that we're in this together. I don't want you to give up on investing, and I promise you, if you follow this channel, check out my videos, check out how I diversify my portfolio so when things like this happen, it does not kill my investment strategy or investment plan to financial freedom. Make sure you like and subscribe, and now let's get started. So what you guys are seeing in front of you is the leadership team of BLOCKFI. We got Zach Prince, Florian Marquez, Yuri Mushkin, and this becomes important because we will see if these three individuals will fill their pockets first, or will they do right by us, the investors and the crypto holders, and at least get us some of our money back and our crypto back. So let's take a look, guys. This is the latest update that was sent to me on November 14th, and it seems like, a relatively vague update. There's no details, but what I think there's a few key words that we should look at, which we could potentially deduct from them what will happen in the near future. So let's just scroll down. So the first thing that I want to go over is this statement here. The rumors that a majority of BLOCKFI assets are custodied at FTX are false. Now, this sounds like a positive thing. So BLOCKFI is stating that not all of their funds or assets were stuck on that scammy FTX platform that completely failed and went bankrupt. However, what does majority mean? Does that mean that 51-49 split, or does that mean 90-10 split? Is there only 10% of their assets are in FTX, or 15 or 20? It does make a big difference when it comes down to us getting some sort of a return back on the money that we potentially lost. So we definitely have to try and ask BLOCKFI to be more specific. What is the majority? They know those numbers, but tell us the exact numbers. This is very vague. Now let's take a look at the very next sentence. That said, we do have significant exposure to FTX and associated corporate entities that encompasses obligations owed to us by Alameda, assets held at FTX.com, and undrawn amounts from our credit line with FTX US. BLOCKFI was gonna go bankrupt at the same time that Celsius was. FTX saved them. They gave them, I believe, a $400 million loan. Now they do not have access to that loan. Okay. Now, again, that means BLOCKFI does not have enough money, enough assets to operate. Correct. Now, again, significant exposure. We need numbers. First, you said that the majority of BLOCKFI assets are not on FTX, and then you say significant exposure. So listen, you do not have to be vague, BLOCKFI. Just give us the exact numbers. At this point, we don't care. We want to know the exact numbers. There's nothing else we could do. You literally blocked the function of withdrawing or depositing money onto your platform just a few days ago. When I attempted my withdrawal on November 11th, I could still go through the process of requesting a withdrawal of my crypto and my money. Now, and I'll show you guys in a second, whenever you click withdraw or deposit, it literally tells you that you cannot do it. So again, we need the exact definitions. What is majority and what is significant exposure? Very vague, makes me feel a little nervous, even though the first sentence kind of gave me a little bit of hope maybe something positive is gonna happen. But this very next sentence just completely crushed those hopes. And then the next sentence goes on to say that it will take a long time to get any sort of money that FTX promised them in terms of a loan because FTX filed for bankruptcy. Now, guys, we're likely talking 5 to 10 years here. So I don't want anyone to think here that this is all going to get solved in a month, 2 months. We're talking minimum 5 years, okay? You guys all know how long these court proceedings are, how lawyers can just kind of, slow everything down, make everything painful. There's like certain individuals out there that have to wait for their trial and for everything for 5 to 10 years. So then the next paragraph here, they start talking about their credit card business, part of the BLOCKFI business, and everyone I talked to liked their credit card, loved getting the reward points in Bitcoin, and to see when Bitcoin pumps, your rewards just like get multiplied. It's an amazing thing, right? But what I think is gonna happen at this point with this credit card, because we can't even use the credit card anymore, like what happened, right? It's probably because they do not have enough assets to give us the rewards in terms of crypto. That is why I think they're stopping the use of credit card. The only reason. There's no other reason to stop the use of credit card because it has nothing to do essentially with crypto except the rewards. What I think is going to happen to this credit card program is that they will try to sell it. From what I have read, there's 87,000 credit card users with BLOCKFI, which is not a big amount, but it's something. I think they will attempt to sell it for a certain amount of money. But the important thing to kind of think about is, will these 3 leaders that I showed you use that money, okay, that they get from the bankruptcy proceedings of FTX and from selling the credit card business? Will they use that money to make the people who put their crypto in your BLOCKFI wallet and invested with your investment account, will you use that money to make us whole or give us at least a portion of our investment back? That is the important thing to know here. That's why I wanted to show you these 3 individuals. Look at their faces and let's see if they decide to fill their pockets first. For me, if these individuals do the right thing and they return most or maybe even all of the money that we are owed at this point, maybe I will give this company another shot. Right? I will believe in the leadership. Maybe they would have to rebrand. They start a new product with certain different regulations. But I would believe them, if these 3 individuals. But if they take that money from selling the credit card business and then they just go and buy a house in Bahamas, just like the rest of the scammers out there, then, these 3, they will be done. They will be done. All right. Now, the last thing I want to talk about is this sentence here. BLOCKFI has the necessary liquidity to explore all options, and we have engaged expert outside advisors that are helping us navigate BLOCKFI's next steps. And then they go over what their lawyers and advisors are. Now, this sentence here, necessary liquidity. Now, what does this mean? Does this mean you have the necessary liquidity that maybe you're able to give us the money back that we requested, that we wanted, that is rightfully ours? Or is this necessary liquidity that you have, instead of doing the right thing, you are paying these lawyer fees, and we all know how much that costs, hundreds and thousands of dollars. You're paying these guys, the advisors, the lawyers, just so you could later file for bankruptcy and, legally take all the money that is owed to us and all of the crypto. So again, you need to clarify what this necessary liquidity is, okay? And maybe instead of using it in the way that you're using it, start giving some money back to your investors, okay? And pretty much here, the last sentence that they claim that there are informing us or talking about this thing as transparently as possible. Well, the things I've just pointed out to you guys, the words that they use over here, majority, significant exposure. What does that mean? That's you're not being transparent. You're being fishy and vague on purpose, so you could go either way. Now, I did see some sort of an article that said that BlockFi will be filing for bankruptcy anytime soon, but that article, I wouldn't listen to it just yet because it literally said it is reported by the people who are familiar with the matter. That is not a solid source. Okay, that is not something you believe. It's just an article written by some random weird person who just made something up, or maybe he got his information from just like a random guy on the street. Okay, so we don't know. We're only evaluating the statements that BlockFi is releasing, not some random guy sitting on a bench somewhere. Okay, so in all likeliness that they are, BlockFi will file for bankruptcy. I hope not, but I don't want to spread FUD and rumors just yet. And then finally, guys, I just want to show you what's going on with my BlockFi account because many of you guys are here for that. So here we go. Okay, my wallet is still stuck with $11,716, mostly in GUSD and a little bit of Bitcoin, which were rewards from the credit card that I'm attempting to send over to my Bitstamp account. The one thing that's interesting to me is if I click on withdraw now, it tells you withdrawals are currently paused. And then if I click on fund, same exact thing. Now, that's pretty recent. That happened about 2 days ago on November 15th. Today is November 17th. When I asked for my crypto withdrawal, I was able to use these buttons fine. So, what is the reason for this? Did these transactions actually started going through, and that is why they had to stop, the use of these buttons, or they just got tired of kind of like people requesting withdrawals they're not gonna make happen either way. So again, guys, if you guys know from my previous video, I had to transfer money from my interest account, which I was so excited about it because this account was actually not available anymore because of the SEC regulations, but I thought I was in early and I was excited that I was getting like 7.5% interest on my GUSD. But I had to transfer it to the wallet in order to be able to withdraw it. And if you click it here, you click withdraw again, where withdrawals are currently paused, and then fund, same exact thing here. And you can see my assets, the balance, it still actually shows the balance here. So my funds have not gone anywhere. Okay, fund not allowed, withdrawals not allowed. And just one last thing that I want to show you guys, if I scroll over here, these withdrawals request withdrawals did not get canceled. So as you can see here, it still says pending here, and it still says pending here. Now, surprisingly, this request cancellation button, of course, probably does work, right? So let's block all the good buttons, but if you want to cancel it, you could still use that button. So as you can see here, estimated delivery date was on November 15th. Today's November 17th when I recorded this video, and there's still nothing in my account. I wonder if they actually charged me the fees yet. So that is the update, guys. I will be making a weekly video about this withdrawal. Hopefully, maybe it's just delayed. On Twitter, I read some people were getting their withdrawals maybe like 3, 4, or even a week or two later. According to the terms of service, actually, the withdrawals of GUSD, okay, they can take up to 30 days. Okay, up to 30 days to process this withdrawal. And for the Bitcoin, I believe it's like 14 days. It's like these ridiculous numbers. I mean, what happened to crypto? It's supposed to be fast, decentralized, And unfortunately, you know, all these big companies, scammers, FTX, BlockFi, they all step in and they just ruin something that had great potential. That's pretty much it, guys. Thank you so much for watching. As you can see, my funds have not gone anywhere just yet. If you want to learn how to diversify your portfolio and invest in other things, check out my channel. I have a Fundrise playlist with a crowdfunding real estate investment platform with amazing returns, realistic returns. And for a limited time only, if you deposit just $10 to Fundrise, you will get a $50 bonus added to your account absolutely free if you use my referral link linked in the description below. Thank you so much for watching, guys, and remember, we're all in this together. We'll get through it, and take care. Peace.